great victory. I'm a little upset because the way we landed. I like to land a little cleaner, a little more smoother. We had a really good game going until the end with all the penalties. I don't like that. We're better than that. We're better than that. We have more structure we're more structured than that. We have more discipline than that. And just back and forth with the substitution, I'm going to take responsibility to that, but I promise you, you shouldn't see that again.
Yo, what is happening? This is Shia Yashub, and this is another episode of Mo Talk, where we are sports and Mo. We're going to get into some Mo Coach Prime talk today, and this is a story that came across my desk earlier today, and I could not wait to get into it, to talk about this here. You guys know how I love talking about the media and how the media is used to push agendas. And the owners of these media outlets, they use their platforms to make and break individuals that is in this professional world that we're living in. It is them that create the storylines, and it's easy for them to create the storylines because they own the platforms in order to create the storylines, whether it's the websites or whether it's the news stations or the cable networks or the articles that we read when they come across our feeds. Well, a lot of people all the time tell me, hey Mo, you be reaching on some of the things that you be saying. And after we unpack this story that we have today, we're going to see if I be reaching or if what I am saying has some legitimacy to it. Now, we know that ever since Coach Prime has left Jackson State and came into the Big 12 there in Colorado, people have been all up in arms. They're talking about how arrogant Deion is, when I have told people time and time again that it's not arrogance, it's confidence. People are so upset because they did not want Deion to succeed when he came over to Colorado. But because of the charisma that Deion have and should I say the drive that Deion have, everything that Deion do, and I'm not like a Deion guru, okay? I just, let me put that out there. It's not like I'm, that I'm just on top of Deion's bandwagon. I am a Deion fan. It's just that I recognize greatness when I see it. And when I see it, I call it out, just like I called everything out. And because of the drive that Deion have, Deion never expects anything less than greatness. And everything that he put his hand to, that's exactly what comes out. It's greatness. And I'm going to put you in on a little secret when it comes to the white people of this world that we live in. They are quick to run their mouth on certain situations that they disagree with. And they use their platforms to begin the tearing down before a foundation can ever be laid. And so when Deion went over to Colorado State and he began to build his program, you saw out of the outlets real quick how he went in and he just got rid of all of the players that were already in Colorado people. That team had only won one game. Why would he go to Colorado and coach a team of losers? But the way they was spinning it in the media was that, this arrogant coach, I'm telling you how it is, this arrogant coach from Jackson State who has never coached this level of football before, he don't know what it is that he's doing. He's going in and he is getting rid of all of the athletes that were already there. And then he makes statements like, I'm bringing my own luggage. Ha, ha, ha. This is how they was running this thing, right? And Deion come in, and last year, we know, he did better than they did the previous year, which was his first year there at Colorado. Now, at the end of the season, it did begin to unravel. And there they go again with the media hype, okay? Look, it finally caught up to him, and Deion is running this organization in Colorado like a circus. And then when the off season came, every article came out, talked about more players that are hitting the portal from Colorado and going other places. And I kept telling people, the players that are leaving, let them leave. Because I can promise you that the reason they're leaving is because they're not fitting the program that Deion is putting there. So will every one player leave, there is another that is coming through the door. But when they was writing these articles, they making it seem like Coach Prime had absolutely no idea what he was doing. Now, all of a sudden, you got all of these professional analysts. They coming back and they eating their crow. Why? Because Deion is succeeding. They don't like it. They don't like it whatsoever. The biggest problem that they're having with Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes right now is that Coach Prime have the ability to recruit players that was normally go to colleges like Florida State or Alabama or LSU or the University of Texas or Georgia. These players now are being interested in going to Boulder, Colorado. That is tearing the white people up. That's tearing them up. And so we got a guy by the name of Phillips Dukes. This is where we're going to go at today. I just found out that Phillips Dukes, in the words of Coach Prime, is a free agent now. Check it out, y'all. Check it out.
A couple of weeks ago, and I say, Coach, what makes you so confident in your ability to recruit once you get recruits out to Boulder? He simply replies, brother, come and see it, dog. I had to go. So listen, I get out there and I'll say this. Colorado has the most culturally influenced Power 4 environment in the country. No other school can give you an HBCU feel with the same amenities that you get from a Power 4 school. They got the facilities. They got the staff. They got the NFL experience. They have the most polarizing and popular college coach in the country. There's so much, and they got NIL. They got everything you need. Colorado is set up, and it's on Deion. Whatever he wants to do and the way that he chooses to build his team, however he sets out to build it, he's going to be able to do it because he has the resources.
Yo, he said a lot of stuff right there. He said a lot of stuff right there that I'm guessing he shouldn't have said, because that's Phillips Dukes. And that is the guy that's, according to Deion, is a free agent. He lost his job, people. He lost his job for speaking what he saw with his own two eyes. Now, the things that he said, this is the problem with what it is that he said. The problem with what it is that he said is that for those D1 players that are still in high school, that are thinking about going to college to play football, who had not seen what Boulder, Colorado has to offer, he just let you know, look, Deion and Colorado got everything that you need to succeed. They got the facilities, they got the field, they got the NFL experience. And on top of all of that, they have the most polarized, most famous coach in all of college football right now. And when these kids hear that, that make them begin to teeter-tot. Do I really want to go to Alabama? Especially Alabama. Right now, it's not looking like the Alabama old when Nick Saban was there. Do I really want to go to LSU? Do I really want to go to Georgia? So you telling me that I can go to a predominantly white school, play football for Coach Prime, and still have an HBCU feel? Oh, man. So what he did was he pissed off the company that he was employed by because he gave a positive review on Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. We want to give props to Coach Prime, though, because Coach Prime is a real man. And he do what it is that he do. He put his plug out there for Dukes. This is Coach Prime. What's really going on, Coach Prime at the bottom? What's really going on? My man Duke, the Scoop, is a free agent. I just heard. This young brother is truly talented, smart, relational, and will work his butt off. Networks and media outlets, please check them out. And On3 Sports, what's really going on? God bless you, my brother. Hashtag Coach Prime. Now, when Prime put that out there, he shot out the facility or the company that let Duke the Scoop, Philip Dukes, go. Shannon Terry, which is the founder of Outsider, On3, which is the company, which is a sports recruiter website of all things, got a little bit up under his collar, so he had to shoot back at Deion, coach at Deion Sanders. With all due respect, as my mother and father told me growing up, mind your own plate. Dukes and I had a great conversation this morning about what was best for On3 and his career, real good, and have a plan. So Duke the Scoop is not what's best for On3. If you're going to be going out there giving positive reviews on Colorado and Coach Prime, because we're doing everything that we possibly can to keep players from going there, because Coach Prime is getting too good and he's too arrogant, and we don't need that because that's not good for college football. In the words of Jason Whitlock, Coach Prime is corrupt. He's corrupt for doing the same thing that every other coach is doing. He's just doing it better. You cannot be putting that type of information out there, especially using On3. This is not what we are about. Am I reaching? Am I reaching when I say that these media outlets have an agenda? I don't think so. This is the same exact thing that was going on with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Never was a positive article written on Angel Reese. Never was a negative article written on Caitlin Clark. And I'm not making this about women's basketball. I'm not making this about Caitlin Clark. I'm not making this about Angel Reese. I'm just comparing how they do what it is that they do. Duke the Scoop, I truly believe he is going to be all right. Duke the Scoop, we want to appreciate you for taking the time out and making the world know what was going on in Colorado and Coach Prime. Coach Prime, again, we want to thank you as well for putting that plug in for Duke the Scoop and letting all of the media outlets know that there is a hard-working brother out there that can give them good work, because On3 decided he was not what was best for them. This is Shia Yeshua. This is another episode of Mo Talk. Y'all get at your boy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one here. Is the media, do they be on that agenda stuff or not? I got some more Coach Prime information coming out too as well. Peace.